Good evening and welcome to Gustav Making Stuff, where I have made a lens, vintage lens thing, adapter that looks interesting when you film. It looks very, very old. So let's get going, shall we? What you need is this part I designed. This open source part. This is also open source, which is modified. A small piece like that, whatever 5mm length it is, and this one for the camera. So this is the part that I have designed very easily in Tinkercad. And here it is being printed out on my Dagoma 3D printer. The specification is fast 2.0 layer, whatever. And now you see I'm just gonna remove this thing here and clean it up a bit so we can start to attach it to this under part there with just the bolt screwing it on there and taking off any other accessories on the lens in front here, because this is just going to be put in front of it. I don't have an adapter for this small size lens here, so that's why I have built this thing here to just push it in here, because I tried to find one and I don't think they make one at all. So anyway, this is a solution that you can make at home if you have a 3D printer. If you don't have a 3D printer, ask a friend who might have a 3D printer. I'm sure they will spend your friendly time for an hour while this is printing. So now you see there that this is just attached there, and also this is just friction fit, so you can put some things in front of it, but you see it is not falling off by itself, but I will just secure. Here is the vintage Lens Master 9000 with the new grip that I created recently, which will be a video on. Anyway, so what I have done here with this contraption here, which I didn't have a filter thing attachment to it, I have just created this thing here. So now this actually looks like you're filming with film. It actually looks like one of the Swedish most popular thing when you're looking through it. So I'm gonna just do a base test here with the special thing on, the stock lens I'm using, which is a very, very old 70s lens, and also the modern ones that you get with the camera. So let's get this thing going. So you see, here is my cat with the contraption lens on, and you can see that you have a little bit of a black edge around it, which will have to be removed later, or actually center this a little bit better. Here is with the old wide-angle lens that I'm using, and here is with the modern lens that I go. You see, it is way more wide angle, and that is really good, at least for me. So now you see here, you have this interesting thing when it starts to get a little bit dark here, that this kind of struggles to get light into the sensor, which gives this interesting look, I must say. And here we have a flower, but also near dark. And here we have a comparison to it when there is sunlight coming in here. So this is due to this will, you know, mess up your focus a bit, and you see it starts to get rounded in some focal lengths here, but I think it looks quite fantastic for an easy solution to fake really like almost like 8mm distortions in lenses. And you see here we have the ground, this is like kind of sharp. So now we have daylight here, and it's Swedish fantastic summer. So now you see that they have like a middle ranged focus thing here, Like it is sharp in the middle and not like very sharp in the front, in the back, which is something that I think they worked with a lot because they didn't have really proper screens. Now we're back to the flower here, and now you have this lens flare going on here, which I think is quite interesting due to it's just kind of becomes like almost rounded. So now we have some lens flare going on here, but also some other light thing. And this footage here, I have actually put a little bit of a grain filter on to more sell that it is shot on film, and I don't really know if you probably have some better tools than I have to put some grain on it. But anyway, this was the test footage here. So I hope you find this vintage situational thing interesting, because I don't really know, except for my needs of making something that looks kind of authentic to very old footage necessary. But anyway, there is one solution to this. By the way, thank you for watching. Bye.